The cause of the supernova that destroyed Romulus remains a mystery. Our allies in the Romulan Republic have a theory on the matter, however. They believe that Taris, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, is responsible. Republic forces attempted to apprehend her, but she escaped through an Iconian gateway. Recently, the Republic has discovered new information that could help us track down Taris. We want you to rendezvous with the RRW Lisette and provide any assistance you can.
Yes, Admiral Tanay, I'll get on it right away.
I have new missions for you.
So, we have arrived in the Oba system. We are being hailed by the RRW Lisette. It is a pleasure to be working with you, Lieutenant Commander Alex. I heard about your first command. Well done. Not every officer could have withstood such a challenge. The pleasure is mine, Commander. Agents working with the Romulan Republic have recovered definitive proof that Taris, or persons working for Taris, were responsible for the Hobus supernova that destroyed the homeworld. Our agent spoke with Taris. She claims that she was deceived by Hakiv, but that does not excuse her culpability in the destruction of 2 inhabited worlds and the death of millions. Our agent tells us that Taris believes her Iconian masters can change the past and restore Romulus. So not only is she a killer, she's insane. What do you suggest we do about her? Taris cannot be allowed to commit even greater crimes in an attempt to fix her mistake. My intelligence officer, Lieutenant Gaius Celan, has intercepted communications that may allow us to locate Taris and finally bring her to justice. I'll let him explain in greater detail. Very well. Greetings, Commander. I am Lieutenant Gaius Celan of the Romulan Republic. There are certain pleasantries that are customary in these circumstances. However, I am choosing to skip those. We have much to do. Recently, the Republic intercepted a transmission from a group of Remans in the Obus system. These Remans have remained loyal to Taris, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, who was deposed by Sela. While the transmission was not unusual, its origin point was. The Oba system is under strict quarantine. However, a previous team uncovered a mining facility in one of the planetary fragments. We believe that the Riemann loyalists may have returned to this facility to continue their efforts. Why is it under quarantine? The Oba system is the origin point of the supernova that destroyed Romulus and Remus. It is still, as you say, a hotspot. The Remans loyal to Taris are using the quarantine as a cover to resume their operations in the system. The transmissions we intercepted addressed to Commander Aranu, a Reman who is the captain of Taris' personal guard. He must be the liaison to the forces in the Oba system. So what do you suggest? The direct approach. If we confront the forces in the Oba system who are in violation of both Federation and Romulan Republic mandates by their very presence there, they will send a call to assistance to Commander Arahu. Once we arrive, we simply follow him, and it is likely he will lead us back to Taris. A sound plan. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just received emergency orders from the Republic Command and must respond. Gaius can transport your ship and help you complete the mission. We'll return as soon as we can. That will be acceptable, Commander.
I am detecting some very rare minerals in the system, as well as the presence of protomatter. It is possible that Taris used the materials here to construct her weapon.
The planetoid's core contains trace signs of protomatter, sir. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some odd readings from some of the icy asteroids near the core. Recommend we investigate them as well. Okay, let's prepare to collect a sample. Confirmed, sir. These fragments are decalithium. If we can locate a source of techasite, that means Taris could have had all the ingredients she needed to build the device right in this system. It is still circumstantial evidence, unless we can tie it to her directly somehow. Collecting a sample would be crucial. I recommend that we scan for techasite deposits. Retrieve a sample and set course for the next planetary fragment. Captain, Riemann ship's decloaking.
Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Sir, I am detecting high levels of techasite in this planetary fragment. Techasite was one of the substances that Starfleet believes was used in the creation of the weapon that triggered the Oba supernova. Let's collect a sample.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We should continue our search there.
Scanners are detecting some kind of shield covering a large crater on the surface of planetary fragment Gamma, Captain. This system is supposed to be under quarantine, but clearly there is some activity. We should get a scan of the shield. Sir, our scan has triggered automated defense systems, and the Riemann ship is decloaking. They are hailing us. Your presence here is a violation of the quarantines established by at least 3 sovereign governments. Explain your purpose. We're here investigating your unauthorized presence in this system. What's your excuse? I serve the Romulan Star Empire, and its true leader, Taris, is the only authorization I require. That's most unfortunate. Sir, if we can disable the Shitesh, it's possible we may be able to lure out Arahu to investigate. My thoughts exactly.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
The minerals in the planetary fragment will conceal the ship's energy signature. If we hide in the asteroids near it and mask our energy signature, I predict that Arahu will approach to investigate further and be unable to detect us.
Alright, mask our energy signature.
What happened here? We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Interesting. This is exactly like scenario 2247B. I had thought scenario 1849K would be a more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modeling projections. Nevertheless, we should now be able to follow Arahu's trail. He should lead us right to Taris. Around the ship's gone to warp, sir. Shall we follow? Follow him. Let's get on it, Evelyn. Sir, Commander Arahu's trail lead there to the Iconian system. There is another system that is off limit to normal traffic, so any activity here is a cause for concern. Recommend we investigate. The large crater looks like a likely piece to start. I'm not detecting Arahu's ship. Shouldn't it be in orbit somewhere? He's most likely cloaked. The technology is used to track him is not localized enough to detect the ship. Only follow a general trail. So we're picking up a large shield projecting a structure of some kind. Protecting. The shield is using a modified cloaking device. If I hadn't been scanning for large amounts of tachyon particles, I would never found it. Romulan ships decloaking, they're hailing us. Federation ship. This is Commander Shanklado of the Reman starship Intraku. Your presence here could be considered an act of war. Leave immediately or we will open fire. We have no intention of leaving. That is unfortunate, Starfleet. Our conflict is now with you. Commander Arahu has charged me with securing this installation at all costs. Operator Taris must be allowed to complete her work, and you already have seen too much. Red alert.
Under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Lieutenant Commander, I took the liberty of accessing the Intraku systems before it was destroyed. I managed to download the access codes for the planetary shield. I believe we should be able to use them to lower the shield and reach the surface. Excellent work, Lieutenant. Transmit the codes. The Cousins and its Ceylon procured have lowered the base's shields. This will allow us to transport an away team to the structure underneath the surface. Are you ready to beam down? Yes, beam us down. The code. Let's go, team. These are the coordinates for the underground structure we detected, Commander. Reading life signs, sir. Many Remans and one Romulan. Our quarry could be just ahead. Let's hope so.
Starfleet! How did they find us?
They must have followed me, Praetor. I will deal with them.
No, I need your help with the gateway. Send your guards.
They appear to have been attempting to merge Iconian and Romulan technology, perhaps in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access the console and attempt to open the door. Access shipping logs. There are logs here of shipments to and from the base in the Obus system, as well as schematics for several devices that are similar to recovered Iconian technology. According to the data, there also are stores of Tekasite, Decalithium, and Protomatter on this level. These stores have the same quantum signatures as the elements we recovered from the Obus system. You quickly download the data into your tricorder. This could be invaluable if Taris is brought to trial. It has been decades, and I still find Akiv's betrayal difficult to accept. It is Romulan treachery, it is his heritage, as it is mine. But to go to such lengths to destroy our world, it is too much to bear, even now. He told me that the device would destroy the Natra, and I, like a fool, believed them. And now those pathetic refugees from the Republic have told the entire quadrant that I am responsible for the destruction of Romulus. They don't understand. We should be allies. We want the same thing. At least my people know the truth. Aranyu is a rock. I find it strange that Remans are now my only companions, but perhaps they understand loyalty more than any of us. I rely on him to help me continue my work. The Iconians can restore all that is lost. I know it. I just need to make them see that I am worthy. The Dark Masters have responded to my pleas for assistance with dread silence. My only recourse is to harness the technology for myself. When I can step through the gateway and meet them as an equal, I am confident that they will turn back time and make everything as it was before. The base in the Obus system is lost to me, but the quarantine holds. Aranyu can use it to collect the protomatter and bring it back to me. Sela is looking for me. So is the Republic. If only I could make them see. I am our people's last hope. Enough. You have won, and in winning, you have doomed the Romulan people. Taris, under the authority of Starfleet, you are under arrest for war crimes, committing an act of genocide and crimes against the galaxy. They were not my crimes. I was betrayed by Akid, and now those crimes will never be undone. I hope you realize that in stopping me, you have doomed billions of Romulans to remain dead. Now you shall live with that guilt as I have. Even now you deny the truth of your role in the destruction of your people. You were blinded by your own lust for power, and you killed those people as surely as if you had pulled the trigger yourself. Showline A, lock onto Taris and beam her directly to the brig. Before we leave, Commander, may I suggest we look for evidence of the materials we discovered at Opus? They will undoubtedly prove vital in Taris' trial. We should also overload the gateway and make certain it can never be used again. Agreed. This decalithium appears to have come from the same source as the decalithium we discovered in the Obus system. These links will be important evidence in Taris' trial. The evidence is stacking up, isn't it? So this protomatter appears to come from the Obus system. Although there are several uses for protomatter, it is often used for explosive devices. It was also present in the debris from the device that triggered the Obus supernova. Protomatter is used in the Genesis device. It's powerful but extremely dangerous. This techosite contains energy signatures that correspond to the techosite deposits we scanned in the Hobus system. Techosite is an explosive compound Starfleet believes was present in the device that triggered the Hobus supernova. And if it's here, it could be connected. The gateway has been programmed to overload and there's no way to stop it. We need to return to Showline A before that happens. Alright, everyone beams up. Taris is in the brig, Captain, and all the evidence we found has been logged and secured. Now we just need to deliver to a safe location. Set a course out of the system. So that's the Laval, the ship of Sela herself. She is hailing us. Lieutenant Commander Alex, how nice to see you again. I feel like we are becoming old friends. I will admit that your previous attempts to thwart my plans have been irritating, but those actions today have more than made up for those petty annoyances. Taris still has her loyalists among my people. An open move against her would have been a distraction from my greater plans. I don't work for you. But you played the pawn perfectly. I could not have asked for a more obedient tool. Now if you'll transport Taris to my ship, we can avoid any unpleasantness. I could never be friends with a monster like you. Lisette informed us that we might need some assistance with the prisoner transfer. Good thing we brought some backup. Thanks, Captain Sean. Taris is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Romulan people, and I demand you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment. Turn her over for a sham trial and swift execution? Sorry, Sela, but the Federation has an ancient ideal we call due process. You are a disappointment, Commander. Nevertheless, you did remove Taris from the game, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decisions more carefully the next time we meet. I can be a powerful ally, or I can be your worst enemy. I had hoped your people could find peace. Perhaps that is not possible. Prisoner transfer successful. Taris is safely secured in the brig. We can take it from here. One more thing, Commander. We're detecting some unusual energy residues from the surface. Our database identifies it as Iconian. Yes, there was an Iconian gateway on the surface. A group of Remans used it to escape. Do you have any idea where they went? We only caught a glimpse, but it looked like some kind of Romulan station. Lieutenant Commander, the Lyset is decloaking. They are hailing us on screen. Looks like we missed all the excitement, but I have been monitoring the progress. I would like to thank you and your crew for your assistance. I am confident that the Federation will provide more than adequate security for Taris under a trial. Until a trial can be arranged, you can transport Gaius back to the Lyset as soon as you're ready. A pleasure, Commander. Transporter room, you are clear to send Lieutenant Silan back to the Lyset. We have completed our tasks here. Are you ready to set a new course? Okay, let's leave the system.
We have much to consider. If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it casts on the internal struggles of the Romulan people. This one horrible act set off a chain of reactions that could change the galaxy forever. We must know who did this and why. The interrogation of Taris will no doubt lead to many truths. But I am troubled by these Remans. Why did they turn on Taris? And where did they go?
A very good question. A very good question indeed.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Thank you kindly. That's it for this episode. Stick around as always. Live long and prosper.